ton of success with social networking, and watching it kind of be viral has been really cool. You know, Facebook, Twitter, getting word out there. I think those means work perfect for specifically something that has a little bit of passion wrapped around it, and you can find people out there that are passionate with it too, and watch it just spiral out. So the social networking has been huge for us.
I think just having a website is ineffective. I think if you think you just put up a website and you expect people to come to it, they're not going to know how to come to it. They're not going to know anything about you. You have to do other things. You have to get out there and talk to people, whether it's through technology or face-to-face. You have to communicate. You have to be able to not be afraid to go tell people what you're doing and ask them for help and ask them to push your message as well.
Definitely it almost levels the playing field. You know, it allows a means of an outlet for the organizations that probably didn't exist, not even that long ago. So these networks that are available to everybody now. Most of them are free, and if you use them properly, you know, it can be a huge benefit to your organization.
Technology does take away the face-to-face aspect, so it can take away some of maybe the personal touch, whereas if you're meeting someone face-to-face, you can, you know, maybe express your feelings a little bit more. You can convey your message, you know, just maybe in a more heartfelt manner. Not that your technical ways of pushing your message isn't heartfelt, but sometimes a personal touch can make can maybe push someone over the edge to be more willing to help you out. So in that sense, you know, technical messages can not be as emotionally driven.
I think for certain service organizations, government has the funding availability, grants, funding programs in place to help them. I definitely think there are certain situations where government can help a lot. In our situation, I think government can hinder a lot of times, you know, with stipulations put on whether or not you're a faith-based organization and whether or not you can talk about it. For example, we know an orphanage locally here that doesn't take state funds because the state said you can't use this for X, Y, or Z if you're a faith-based organization. So that is definitely a hindrance. And then outside of that, when you start dealing internationally, you start dealing with governments here and international governments, and it becomes there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. So I think the red tape that just goes along with government in general gets in the way. I would congratulate them for being involved in the first place, because not everybody is stepping up, and most people think about self first before they think about someone else. So I would congratulate them, but tell them to maybe try to focus down on what it is that's super, passionate, what burns on their heart. I've heard it described that, if it's what is it that you want to argue about, because if you find that what it is you want to argue about, you might have found what God put you here for. So you can kind of focus on something that is super passionate with you, and you can definitely make a difference.
I feel everyone should be involved in service-oriented work, no matter what the age. I think it can help keep you young. It keeps you moving forward. Doing good for other people always is good for your soul and good for your heart. And I don't think God ever wants you to stop, working. Now look at my mom. My mom's like 65 years old and like crazy. I mean, she works herself to death. I mean, she has adopted a whole military group in her church where she is packing the boxes today, 87 boxes sent to Afghanistan. She hits up everyone for free stuff. She gets it. She gets to the right person. She is like on fire. And I can't imagine if she wasn't doing that, what would she be doing? Like, because she's by herself, so it's very important to keep you going. Time commitment. It takes a huge time commitment. You have to be either in it or you're not. And I work full time, and I have a daughter, a 2.5-year-old, and you have to be committed, and it never stops. I mean, it is 24/7. You can't take a day off. You got to always be pushing your message out there and trying to get people to help. It's been amazing to see people come and be willing to serve, to walk alongside of us and help us out, to look at what we're doing and say, hey, I want to help with that. I want to do that. I can make a difference. I can feed a baby. I can give 1 can of formula. You know, to see people from 10 years old giving up their birthday parties or having a birthday party, but giving up their gifts in lieu of gifts, they take in formula. To see people, you know, do whatever they can and sacrifice to help these kids that they're probably never going to meet or, you know, never physically touch, but actually alter their lives and their comfort to help out. That's been the most amazing part.
I think seeing people step up and just walk with us, it's been crazy. You do something like this and you think no one's going to do anything. It's going to be you, and you're passionate about it. But man, we've heard from people we have no idea who they are. They've heard about us. They've read the story about Brighton. You know, they get to the part where he didn't get to come home, and they just stop reading and they start buying formula and shipping it to us. You know, lately, mail ladies coming to our door every other day with more formula, and it's just really cool to see it kind of go internationally. We've got people, you know, all over the world kind of getting involved now. It's been pleasing, definitely.